I'll tell you about another listing we have. Beautiful house, $1.4 million, a little over 5,000 square feet heated, almost 8,000 square feet covered. It's in a fabulous subdivision called Breakaway Park. It's up by, it's in Cedar Park, right by Avery Ranch on the other side, Parmer and Brushy Creek Road. This is a fabulous house that you will not find anything like it around. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's on a full acre, a little over 1 acre, beautifully treed lot. With all the infrastructure that's going on out there, the toll roads, the hospitals they're building out there, I can get 15 minutes to Steck and Mopac and to Breakaway now. And this house has a gorgeous tile roof, travertine throughout, marble, granite, a great pool by Johnson Custom Pools. They're a fabulous pool builder. They built a couple of pools for us this season on some houses that we built. They did Lance Armstrong's pool not too long ago. Won lots of awards. Did a good buddy of mine's pool in Steiner Ranch. And matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I went with him, because he was almost finished. And I talked about getting referrals. I went to him, Brian, how did it go? He said it went great. And it went great for us, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's right on the, is it on the runway?
Yeah, JohnsonCustomPools.com. Yeah, it's right on the runway. Breakaway Park is also a private airport community. It's got a 3,000-foot long paved runway with pilot activated lights, and this lot is right on the runway. The house is almost complete. It'll be completely finished in about 2 weeks, and you have to see it to believe it. It is absolutely top of the line. Study, game room, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, and you just don't find properties like that just north of Avery Ranch. So you're really a rock's throw from a golf course community. And
yeah, 5 minutes from Avery Ranch. Great golf course.
Z
Tejas just opened up right there. We've been there twice already. It's our favorite restaurant. And they've just opened up at Parmer and Avery Ranch. Mm-hmm. You're not going to find $1 million properties out in that area. So if you're one of the new doctors to the hospital out there, check it out. You can go to the McMillanteam.com and send me an email for more information.
There's an interesting story. I talked to the developer's representative, Jenny Brosh, with Bill Pohl and Associates, and she was telling me an interesting story. The guy that developed Breakaway Park,
Walter Yates,
was sitting in a cabin in Alaska
that he built.
Yeah. And had a dream of building a subdivision. Didn't even know where it was going to be, but that was going to have its own private airstrip that people could commute.
And that's where he got the name Breakaway. And he even made a movie about it. He flew to Alaska, to the absolute wild of Alaska, 26 and a half times. He says 26 and a half times because one time he crashed and broke his leg or his back or something, was stranded for like a week before he was rescued. He went up there in the middle of nowhere and would land on like dry riverbeds and stuff, built this cabin, who knows who's landed it. I mean, just out, it's probably not anybody's land, the Indians or something. And absolutely a great guy. He's about 75 years old now, and he established this community about 30 years ago. Well, this is the fourth and final phase of Breakaway Park, and they're all acreage lots. So, and true to his dream, and he really had to fight for this last phase to keep these big 1 to 2 acre lots, because the city, they want smaller lots, they want a tax base. So there's only 50 lots. 15 of them are on the runway. The other 35 are off the runway. You don't have airport access if you're off the runway. There's no hangar space. I think there may be a couple of hangars available for rent, but not much. But the 15 that are on the runway are available. You can put your hangar in your backyard. Now, there's no more lots available. They're all sold out. And there's I've got probably the only spec on the runway.
Yeah, scarcity is the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I actually got my first license in Alaska when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
In 1983.
Your first real estate license.
First real estate license. I lived up there. My dad was a developer, a real estate attorney and developer. And a quick story, I did get taken out on one of those fly-in fishing trips, and literally they will drop you off at a lake or on a riverbed and say, "We'll see you in a couple days."
Yeah.
No phones, no nothing.
Wow.
It's amazing stuff.
It's got to be fantastic. Walter Yates, he's a great guy, and it's a beautiful subdivision. We're actually moving in there shortly. We built 2 houses on the runway. One's my house and one is this spec home, and it is for sale now. So if you're interested in an absolutely fabulous house, in my builder, I tell you, he is the best guy in the world. Keith Melton, been around forever as a realtor, as a developer, as a builder, and he's built quite a few houses in there, including his house. He lives in there now, and I've been dealing with this guy now for almost a year, and he's a great guy. I have no complaints. He's the best builder around, and he's done a fabulous job with these houses. We just sold one. He just sold one off the runway last week, just went under contract at $1.31 million. Great house, and this one is similar to that house, only it is on the runway. So if you're interested in a fabulous $1 million property over 5,000 square feet, go to themcmillanteam.com, shoot me an email, and I will get you out there to take a look at it, or call your real estate agent. The house is listed. It's on Kodiak Trail, like the bear.
There you go.
All the streets in there, Walter named after, there's Juneau, Kodiak, what are some of the other ones? All named after Alaska. And so this address is 517 Kodiak Trail, and it is listed at $1.395 million, and it is in the MLS. So call your real estate.
When's it going to be finished?
About 2 or 3 weeks. Almost completely done. The landscape's going in. Fabulous stainless Thermador appliances, a range that you would not believe, a laundry room for women that boy, was that a sexist statement. But my wife designed these houses, and you should see the laundry room. It is just, it's huge. Craft rooms, the whole thing.
Dave, I hate to tell you this, but women do make the buying decision on the home.
They do. And the kitchen and the laundry room is killer. And then huge covered patio with outdoor kitchen, refrigerator, range, great pool, huge. And so you got a nice pool in the backyard, and you still have a huge backyard. Right. And then nobody's behind you, because back away is the runway, and people think, well, why would I want to live on the runway? Matter of fact, most of the people in this new section that are on the runway, half the people aren't even pilots. The sun sets right down over the runway, over your pool, into the backyard. It's absolutely gorgeous.
That's amazing. Did you ever think you were going to live in a house like that?
No.
What happened?
I don't know. Hard work and clean living, baby.
There you go. And now that's kind of leading into what we were talking about, is that if you want to dream a little dream, come out and take a look at Dave's spec home. And it's good to do that, especially if you just have aspirations on living in a house like that, because it does just spark something in you as we're heading to the new year. It sparks something in you that says, I can do that.
That's right. That's right. This house, even though it's listed at 1.4, trust me, it almost costs 1.4 to build. You don't. I have a new appreciation for builders. There's not as much profit in those things as you think. There has been a lot of work and with top of the line material throughout, and that stuff's expensive.
Well, I'll tell you something that I'm working on a listing right now for a full subdivision, and it's going to be 100 lots. I haven't got it yet, so I can't announce where it's going to be, but I did extensive research, all from Belvedere down south all the way to Georgetown, on all the subdivisions that have that kind of acreage, that kind of amenity, that kind of uniqueness. And really, they're running out. There's, especially in the Cedar Park Leander area, they really don't have a lot of, Crystal Falls was going to open up a big thing, and then those developers did not go through with their big giant 5,000 acre plan. So there is going to be a shortage. If you are a doctor, going to the new hospitals, there's going to be a shortage of those kind of lots. It's going to cost more. So get in now.
More. Yeah. We paid a lot for those lots 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So beautiful subdivision. Check it out. Breakaway Park. Go to themcmillanteam.com. Shoot me an email or call your realtor.